Hey guys, welcome back to the Chicago White Sox franchise. We're back in the playoffs. First wild card team in, and we're playing Texas in the wild card round. If you guys missed the end of the regular season, go back and check that out. We had two very, very key injuries, so our lineup is going to be looking a little different without Yandy Diaz and Chuck Dutzman. It's going to be a tall ask to get far in the playoffs, but here's what our playoff lineup is going to look like. Grissom will lead off, followed by Kjerstad, Sawinski, Sheets, Montgomery bats fifth, Colby Mayo sixth, Ethan Salas, Zach DeLoach, and Dominic Fletcher, replacing both Yandy Diaz and Chuck Dutzman. Our four-man rotation is going to be, of course, our ace Chris Paddack, Justin Steele, Roger Magana, and Drew Thorpe. And we got a bunch of people loaded up in that bullpen, Lauer and Schultz and Michael King, three starters that are in the bullpen. So we have guys that can give us length, and we have some guys that had a good season. So should be interesting. If our starters can go 5-6 quality innings, I trust our bullpen for the most part to bring it home. So we are missing probably two really, really key guys in the lineup. I mean, our leadoff hitter, Chuck Dutzman, our three hitter, Yandy Diaz. But we can win a series. I mean, we still have a really, really good team. If Zach DeLoach and Dominic Fletcher give us something, we'll be all right. In the first inning, Chris Paddack starts off the game by giving up a double opposite field to Evan Carter. He leads this one off with a double down the left field line. So right away, Texas with the man in scoring position. Next up, Leody Taveras, 2-2 count on him, and Chris Paddack's going to get him swinging high fastball. Only 93, but Paddack gets him swinging with a high fastball. Next up is Corey Seager. Seager's going to fly this one deep into center field. Sawinski's going back, but he's going to have room and make the catch. On the warning track, runner goes from second to third. So Evan Carter's on third with 2 outs with Adolis Garcia up, and Chris Paddack is going to get him to swing and miss on a nasty slider. And Paddack, after giving up a leadoff double, he gets out of it. We're going up against old division foe Brady Singer. He joined Texas. I think it was this offseason he just joined Texas. And he had a really good year, first year, 2.66 ERA. So he's looking pretty good, but we've seen him before. Hopefully we can hit him. And that's Gavin Sheets in the second inning, leading off the second with a double down the left field line past the diving third baseman. So a leadoff double for us this time. Let's see if we can get our runner home. Colson Montgomery's up next, and he's going to do his job, get the runner over. It's a ground out to first, but like we said, does the job. So good for Montgomery. Colby Mayo's up next, runner on third, one out, and Colby Mayo smashes one to left field. Hanging slider is crushed over the bullpen. It's a 2-run shot for Colby Mayo, and the White Sox take the lead, 1-0. First home run of the postseason for us this year. And it comes from Colby Mayo. I don't think he hit a no-doubter in any of the videos from the regular season. Did have 19 home runs, but on video, he never hit a no-doubter, and he hits one here. We're jumping ahead to the bottom of the fourth. Leading off is Jack Sawinski, and he hits a no-doubter to left as well. That went even further than Colby Mayo's opposite field no-doubter for Jack Sawinski. That one was crushed. Had about 33 homers in the regular season, I think. 33 or 34. It's another one there. It's 3-0. We're going all the way to the seventh. Chris Paddack cruising along. He's our ace. He's doing ace things. He goes 7 shutout innings, only 3 hits. As a great start from him. As we're going all the way to the ninth. Still 3-0. Nothing doing here. We're bringing our closer, Evan Phillips. He gets the first 2 outs with ease. Next up's Corey Seager. And Corey Seager smashes one to right field. That one's way out of here. Halfway up the bleachers. That's gone. Home run. 3-1. Only a 2-run game now. Evan Phillips better be careful. Next guy gets on base, then the tying run comes at the plate, and this Texas lineup can hit. Although Chris Paddack shut them down with ease. Adolis Garcia up next, and he strikes out swinging high cutter. Evan Phillips closes the door, gives up a run, but it didn't matter. We win 3-1 in game 1. We're 1 win away from moving on to the ALDS. Let's try to make quick work of Texas. That would be preferred. As we're going to go into game number 2 and hand the ball off to pretty much who's been our second best pitcher all season long. We've struggled in the pitching department, but we definitely trust Justin Steele, a guy we got before the trade deadline, the month of July. He came over from the Cubs with a 3.75 ERA and with a 3.76. He's been consistent since coming over. Hopefully he'll just good. He got the first out. Next up is Leody Taveras. Fooled him on a terrible swing inside, but it works out. lucky little double down the left field line right there. It's a 1-out double for Leody Taveras. He's on second with 1 out. Next up is going to be Corey Seager, and Seager is going to strike out swinging. Nasty slider right there, way out of the zone, gets him to chase. I thought this was cool. I don't know if I just usually skip it or what, but I have not seen much of the ump cam in this franchise, so pretty cool. Anyway, it's minor detail. Next up, Adolis Garcia, 3-2 count, and he hits one just over the first base bag, somehow stayed fair, and goes all the way to the wall. It's going to be an RBI double. Texas takes an early 1-0 lead here in game number 2 in the first inning. Next up, though, is Josh Young, and it looks like Justin Steele's going to get out of it. He rolls one over to third base. Colby Mayo's throw with plenty of time, and he still throws it away. It's an error. Now we got first and third, 2 out for Nate Lowe up. Hopefully it doesn't come back and cost us. And oh boy, that's deep into center field. Sawinski going back. He's still back. He's going to leap, but it's gone. A 3-run home run, and just like that, it's 4-0 Texas. Should have been out of this inning, only giving up the 1 run. Just no luck. He had a little bloop down the left field line, a right field line, and an error, and a 3-run shot. It's 4-0. Look who we're going up against. It is our former ace when we started this franchise, Michael Kopech. We traded him to Baltimore. He now finds himself on Texas, starting against us in the playoffs. Had a good year, though. 3-4-6. We're going to the third. So far, nothing doing. It's a 1-out walk to Zach. It's a leadoff walk to Zach DeLoach. Next guy would get out, but then Vaughn Grissom. Wow, he's been showing pop this year, and it continues into the postseason. That ball's crushed, no doubt to the left. It's 4-2. Nice 2-run shot, a big one. He had a career high 20 home runs this year. I think he had 23. Career high for him, over double his previous career high. He's been doing great this year. In the 5th we go. It's still 4-2. That's Wyatt Langford leading off the 5th, and that's a double down the right field line. So Justin Steele, after that first innings, really settled down, but here in the 5th, it's a leadoff double. We're going to jump ahead a couple batters later. Evan Carter up now with 1 out, and Evan Carter takes that hanging 12-6 and demolishes it to right field. That's off the foul pole, and a no-doubt home run. 2-run shots, now 6-2. Texas has their 4-run lead back, and Evan Carter hits that one a long way. We had trouble getting him out these first 2 games so far. We'll jump ahead to the 6th. Michael Kopech is going to lead off the 6th inning with a walk to Vaughn Grissom, and I think that would be his last batter. No, this would be his last batter. Heston Kjerstad beautifully executed hit and run on a 3-2 count. Shortstop was covering second. First to third goes Vaughn Grissom, and we're in business here. First and third, nobody out here in the 6th inning, as that would be the end of the day for Michael Kopech. But hey, great start in the playoffs. I didn't believe in him, and he went and pitched against us and pitched great in the postseason, so he got his revenge game. And look who comes in. Ian Jabot, another former White Sox. We had him for the last 2 years, but we finally just let him go because he was horrible. He wasn't that good on Texas, but he comes in here and does a masterful job. First and third, nobody out, and gets the dangerous Jack Sawinski to ground out into a double play. Not good. We get a run. It would be 6-3. Wyatt Langford adds to Texas's lead. That makes it 7-3 in the 7th. And this one's slipping away as Texas still maintaining. Every time they lose that 4-run lead, they get it right back with a home run. Zach Jackson gave up that one. He's been pretty good this year, but he gives up a home run. Bottom half of the 7th now. We're trying to crawl our way back here as it's Colby Mayo with a shot down the right field lines. Had a couple nice hits. He made that costly error in the first inning. Trying to make up for it, though. That one's down the line for a double. A couple batters later, it's Dominic Fletcher. He's only in there because Chuck Dutzman is out, and he hits one deep to right field. Adolis Garcia's going back, and he runs out of room. It's into the Rangers bullpen. A 2-run shot, and just like that, we have a game again. It's 7-5, only a 2-run game. Dominic Fletcher, not a guy you'd expect a lot of pop out of, but he goes deep. And like we said, it's only a 2-run game. Michael King would come in the 8th, and Michael King would do Michael King things, giving up run. Thought he'd be a little bit better out of the bullpen. That's where he excelled in with the Yanks, but no, not the case here. Runner scores from first. RBI double from Wyatt Langford, his 3rd extra base hit of the game. He was killing us. It's 8-5. Bottom half of the 8th, Felix Bautista on Texas, and Jack Sawinski takes this one to dead center, literally dead center field. That one's gone off that garage door there and makes it 8-6. 419, his 2nd home run of the series. And that one is gone to another 2-run lead again. So hopefully we can hold it at 2, give him a chance. It's Jose Hernandez in the game, and Leody Taveras goes deep. So Texas just kept scoring. We kept chipping and chipping away, but Texas would just keep on pushing that lead back to 4. This time it was only 3, but it would be enough. As in the 9th, Jose Leclerc closes the door, and we're going to have to go to a decisive game number 3, win or go home. We could not finish Texas in game 2. That error from Colby Mayo in the first was the difference. As if we got out of that first inning with only 1-0, I think we would have won. But game 3, we're going to Roger Magana. He was our first ever draft pick in this franchise. Look where he is now, starting a must-win game in the playoffs. This series has come a long way. In the first, he's in a little bit of trouble. Adolis Garcia grounds to second. Nice sliding play by Vaughn Grissom. He gets out of the first, no problem. We're going up against Ryan Pepio from Texas. Had a low 4 ERA season. He's not bad. We can get to him, though. We need our boys to hit. Leading off the game, Vaughn Grissom. Can he do something to lead things off? He's going to get drilled. All right. Well, obviously not intentional on a 1-2 count, but never feels good. A couple batters later, it's Jack Sawinski with Vaughn Grissom on first, and Sawinski's going to hit one deep to left center field. Is this going to have enough to get out of here? It is gone. Home run, 2-run shot for Sawinski. Another home run. I don't think that's his 4th. I think that's his 3rd. I think this game is messing up just like the last game with the postseason stats. Take that for what you will. But I think that was his 3rd home run. There's no way I skipped one. I showed all the runs we scored. I'm pretty sure, at least. Anyway, in the second, Colby Mayo's going to lead off the second with a base hit up the middle. So we got our leadoff guy on in the second. Couple batters later, 1 out. Now Colby Mayo's still on first. Zach DeLoach, he rips one down the right field line. He finally does something this postseason. Colby Mayo goes to third. DeLoach is on second. It's a double, and it's second and third. 1 out for Dominic Fletcher. And Fletcher already has that home run we didn't expect. And look at it. He's going to do it again. That one's ripped in the gap. It's definitely not getting caught. And it's gone. It just gets out of here. 3-run home run for Dominic Fletcher. Who would have thought Dominic Fletcher would have 2 homers and 5 RBIs this series, replacing our powerful rookie Chuck Dutzman. But Fletcher has filled in and done the job. 5-0. But it is going to be 5-1 here. As Evan Carter, I said we had trouble getting him out this series. He homers again. That one just out of the reach of Fletcher. Can't bring that one back. So Evan Carter, see, that says it's his first home run of the postseason, but he just hit one off Justin Steele. So the stats are messed up, so don't even pay attention to him. It's 5-1. In the fourth, still 5-1. Corey Seager's going to make it 5-2. That one's gone. That's his second of the series. He homered off Evan Phillips in game 1, and he does it again. But nothing new with Corey Seager. He's always hitting bombs. Love that guy. Wish the Yankees signed him in real life, but hey, you know, they got to get over it at some point, right? Anyway, that's gone. 5-2. It's a 3-run lead. Bottom half of the fifth. 2 out. Nobody on. Heston Kjerstad, a name we haven't heard this series, but you hear it right now. And that ball was absolutely tagged over the seats in right. It looks like that ball was crushed. 459 feet, 117.6 off the bat. That's a long home run. Makes it 6-2. We got a 4-run lead here in this decisive game 3. Look how freaking crushed this ball was. It goes over the seats and way out of here. Kjerstad finally doing something this series. Roger Magana still on the 6th. He's cruising. Strikeout of Corey Seager. Next up, Adolis Garcia. 97 pitches. This will be his 98th pitch. Colson Montgomery makes a nice play. Gets over there. Throws out Garcia. We would let Magana go the 7th. He got the first 2 outs pretty quick and then strikes out who was that? Ezekiel Duran, I think. I forgot who it was, right? Yeah, I think it was Ezekiel Duran. Strikes him out swinging. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs from Roger Magana, and I forgot how many strikeouts he had, but I think it was like 8 or something. 8 or 9. He had a great night. We're going all the way to the 9th. Nothing really happened yet, since all those runs scored. I believe it's still 6-2. Evan Phillips is just on to close things out. It's a 4-run lead. He's been a little shaky this postseason, but Leody Taveras goes down swinging 1 away. Next up, Corey Seager already has a home run off Phillips this series, and he rips one deep to right field, and it's gone again. Corey Seager does it again. He's homered in every game, I think. No, he didn't homer in game 2, but he's homered twice this game. 3rd home run of the series, 450 to right field. My goodness, that was crushed. 6-3. Like we said, Evan Phillips has been a little shaky. I'm not really going to trust him if it's a 1-run lead, but hey, he's our closer. That one's blooped from Adolis Garcia. Fletcher and Grissom can't handle it. Goes past them both and into center. It's a 1-out double. Nate Lowe hit a 3-run shot last game. He's got a strikeout right there. We're down Texas is down to the last out. We're 1 out away from going to the ALDS, and Josh Young pops this one up. Ethan Salas is there, and the White Sox are moving on. We win the series in 3. We win 2 out of 3 against Texas at home. We lost last year in this wild card round to the Angels, so we get further than we get last year, even with the 2 big injuries. Thought there would be a big problem, but man, Dominic Fletcher was clutch. 2 homers, 5 ribbies that series, and our starting pitching was great, besides Justin Steele, but again, he got screwed with that error, so our pitching was pretty good for the most part. Our bats came alive. We were really hitting some home runs. We had a lot of home runs, so did Texas, so we had a good series. We're moving on, and we are playing division rival Minnesota Twins in the ALDS. We'll see what happened around the rest of the bracket. The Yankees took care of the Mariners in 2 games. They're playing the Rays. The Rays are always freaking in it, man, in the show. Let me tell you, Arizona swept Atlanta, so they're playing San Diego. And the Dodgers won game number 3 against Milwaukee, so it'll be Phillies and Dodgers, San Diego and Arizona in the NLDS. Us versus the Twins, and the Yankees versus the Rays in the ALDS. So, interesting stuff. Next episode will be the ALDS. I'm working on getting that out as quickly as possible. And then, hopefully, we'll win that series and move on to the ALCS. If we don't, we'll just jump into next season. Either way, I'm getting these videos out as fast as I can. I appreciate every single one of you that come back, even after my hiatus that I had to take off. So, appreciate it, you guys. I really do. Thanks so much for the support. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.